Hi, we're Betsy and Warren Talbot of Married with Luggage, and this is another behind-the-scenes peek at the creation of our next book, The 24/7 Relationship: How We Live, Work, and Travel Together Without Killing Each Other.
And so far, so good. Mainly, this is just an opportunity to create these videos to prove that we're not killing each other.
Well, I think the last video was just me by myself, so people are probably worried about you.
They probably are. I'm back. I've made it through the gauntlet. I'm so excited.
So we have been having discussions lately about story arc and how we're putting this book together, a group of stories as opposed to an overarching story arc, and how you get the message out. And we're not on the same page.
Well, I think we're getting there.
We're
I think
getting
it's the
there.
process, but I think through that, through the conversations, what's happening is that we're disagreeing about things, and those disagreements are coming out, and they're creating tension in our relationship. And how we deal with those things has been part of the process as well. It's the part of the learning things that you go through. It's trying to apply everything we've learned in the last several years into one specific conversation.
And one of the biggest things that we've had to face is being emotional about a topic and really getting entrenched in it emotionally and being caught up in certain words and phrases. And we both do that. We have these trigger phrases that we use. And that like blinds you to being able to solve it. I mean, it keeps you away from the logic of stating, I want this, I don't like that, let's do this, let's do that. It becomes complicated.
But the good thing is, I think that our conversations have been very work-focused. They don't really drift over into the bedroom. They don't drift over into our conversations that we have personally. They are just, we've confined them to work. I think that's pretty good.
That is pretty good, because I think back in the day, I probably would have said, what do you mean you don't like my idea? Don't you love me anymore? And that is no lie.
So, see, on the positive side, we've gotten over that. Yeah, so now it's just, disagreements in this and how we interact. I think that's what I find most interesting, at least in retrospect. We approach it so differently. I am logical and believe the easiest way towards any conversation in work is to be absolutely direct and state exactly what I'm thinking and provide feedback that way.
And that's what I usually expect from you, but a couple of days ago it was flipped, and you were the one caught on the emotional track, and I'm the one who came riding in on the logic horse, which, believe me,
I didn't even know. Have you ever been on the logic horse
It's
before?
not my usual thing. So it's funny how sometimes that flips and how we've had to learn to deal with it, but I could recognize it, just like you could, and we were able to reset pretty quickly.
Yeah, but it was a challenging conversation, as you would expect, because we're dealing with tough subjects. We're dealing with the overall concept of the book and what's important to us. And so we're emotional about it. It's hard to not be, because it's something very important to us.
Right.
If it wasn't, I think it'd be pretty easy for us to get in alignment. But we have opinions, and we've got to work through them.
Exactly. So right now we are still on track to do this. We're still writing. We're still moving forward. And we are having some bumps in the road, but so far pretty manageable.
Yeah, the bumps in the road are related to the work and to the final product we want and how we shape it together. I think what it comes down to for me is I'm frustrated because I don't know the answer, right? And that always is annoying. So I can't even see the answer out there yet. And so it's that process of molding it. And I think of it like clay. You've got this clay and you're trying to make it into a bowl, and I can't see that bowl in there. I don't have that vision. I just know that it needs to be a fucking bowl. I don't know how to make it into a bowl, and it's annoying me.
See, and I just assume that I'm going to walk and keep walking one day, and then all of a sudden I'm going to look, and there to the right of me is going to be a shop that sells bowls. So it's a different way of looking at things for sure.
But we're going to end up at the same place. We're going to have this stupid bowl, and then we'll be excited about the bowl.
So I guess, in short, what I have liked the most about this project so far is that we are fighting about one thing at a time.
Yeah. And
that is the key, not dragging all this other stuff in. And our fights are pretty fast. I mean, we're having them for sure.
Yeah.
But they're fast.
Yeah, and we're listening to each other's feedback and trying to apply the best intention. I think that's one of the lessons that you learn as you go through this, especially in work, is you have to do that. It's hard because it's not my gut reaction. My gut reaction is but
do that again.
But we're getting there.
All right, that's it for another edition of the Behind the Scenes video. For more information, check out the 247relationship.com. We'll see you next time.